Welcome. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy 8:02 a.m. Christian. Good to see you here. Why do I not start early? Because I want you here at 8 o'clock. All right. I wait for everyone to file in and then we get started. If you're new here and you're wondering what the hell is going on, oh, this is where I, Sean Murphy, walk you through the latest, the greatest, the hottest, the sexiest homes to be hitting the Foothills market just west of the greater Denver metro area, covering all the areas that you maybe not know yet, but you're about to get to know them, and covering Evergreen, Morrison, Golden, Kittredge, Indian Hills, Conifer, Blackhawk, Idaho Springs, Bailey. Did I say Bailey already? All the areas, Rollinsville, all the areas just about 1 hour west of the greater Denver metro. What up? Good morning, Christian. If you're like Christian, you know we start at the least expensive, then go to the most expensive. Most expensive this week is up around, gonna make you say gadzooks. It is 6.5 million and 15,000 square feet. Good morning, Christian. Do like Christian does when you come on. Let me know who's on, where you guys are watching from. I love my YouTube peeps. I love knowing what areas of the country or the world we are touching. I know we got Christian and Allie repping the Austin area, Texas. So who else is on here with me? Good to have you. Congrats on the engagement. Like, I didn't get married or I'm not engaged, but I'm guessing you're saying engagement with you being on the video. Anyways, let's get jump into it. Christian, you are very close, but you're wrong. It is not a one bedroom, one bathroom at the bottom of the list. It is a one bedroom, zero bathroom. This is 306 Old Carter Lake Road. One bedroom, zero bath, 252 square feet. She is a cabin. She's got very little access. That's where you park your cars. It looks like glamping, right? Cool. There you have it. She ain't much. The best thing about this property is it's for sale. And you get electricity running to the property. A nice little getaway cabin here. Perfect. Love it. Asking price by Sean McGowan at Fulcrum Real Estate is 200,000. Stabbing cabin? That looks murdery to you? Well, it was built in 1930, so that building's probably got some stories to tell. Who else is on here with us this morning? Good morning. Another property looks a little less stabby, if you ask me. This is 345, I'm sorry, 34358 Mineral Lane. This is a lovely two bedroom, one bathroom, 750 square feet. They want you to know they are having an open house here soon. House was built in 1922, so just 8 years senior of the last one. This is being brought to you by Caitlin Carlson. Open house. Okay, there's your shed. Okay, rustic. Love that old freaking, looks like the OG stove there. Cool. It doesn't look bad. And nice little separators for the bedroom area that you make it. Wood burning fireplace. This one's a charmer. Cool. Super cute. Access looks like it's leaving something to be desired. They say open house on here, but they don't have anything on the MLS yet. So I can't tell you when that is, but it's Caitlin Carlson of Homes and Lifestyles of CO. Asking price $249,999. What's good down there, Texas, Christian? I got a call from one of my YouTube clients out in Florida that I've been talking to for a while. He's going to be buying up here this fall, and he called me at like 9 o'clock from a restaurant. He's like, "I got to get out of this heat. I'm so over it." Next up is 229 McDougall Road. This is a lovely, it doesn't say, 792 square footer, built in 1972. Looks like this one's back in Bailey. It looks like Harris Park area. Absolutely, it is Harris Park area. So you're about 20 minutes to get back to the highway there, or yeah, back to 285. It's a state route. Boom, there you have it. Selling stocks. There you go. That's the way to do it. Just follow Nancy Pelosi's trades. Apparently, that's the key to success. You got the nice aspen trees out there. That's what they look like in the winter. They look like they're off of Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas, but in the summer, they look amazing. So if you're looking for a nice little A-frame, here you have it. She's rough. She could use a little bit of love, but just pull up that carpet, put down some hardwoods. It's gonna give a different vibe altogether. Chalet or A-frame? Well, from the front, it looks like an A-frame, but from the back, because you're on a hill, let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, and that's not really an A-frame. You're right. You're right. Good morning, Kevin. Good to see you here. The difference is important to you. Why is it so important to you? The big old booty on that house. Cami Cartson with LPT Realty is listing this bad boy or girl for 265,000. You don't want to misgender a home. And you also don't want to call a mountain chalet an A-frame. You don't want to miss home style the home. Next up, we have 990 Road P69 Giggity. One bedroom, one bath. Is it too early for Giggity? It's 10 a.m. I don't know. One bedroom, one bath, 504 square feet. Built in 1953. Back in Bailey. Harris Park still? Not quite Harris Park, but you're pretty damn close. This is Harris Park here. So you're about 15 minutes to get back out to 285 again. I like the Jetsons stove there. That's cute. It's a love shack. Tin roof. Rusted. Cool. The unique spot for a clock that you're never going to see. Let's put the clock up back behind everything. All right. Talk about rustic. Look at that. That's where you eat at the stove. Cool. It looks cute. I like that it's not quite back in Harris Park. That's nice. You get looks like you might have like an acre or so. I'll tell you in a second here. But yeah, I like this one. Digging this. And homes.com must have done some change because I typically at the top see here the the size of the house, but not no more. This one is sitting on 0.51 acres. There you go. Being brought to you by the Kathleen Stump of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Asking price 275,000. 870 Old Carter Lake Road. Didn't we just do another one on Old Carter Lake Road? Am I losing it? Yeah, no, this is the second one on Old Carter Lake Road. Being brought to you by Eric Fitch of Kentwood Commercial, getting into the residential. 87 Old Carter Lake Road. She is a lovely one bedroom, one bath, 628 square footer. back in the canyon. Coal Creek Canyon life is what you live in here. There you go. So you're right by Wonderview. You got a couple places to eat food over there. And when I say a couple, I mean two. But yeah, nice tucked back in there. Another nice getaway cabin if you just want something small. It looks cute. It looks rustic. It looks available. Let's get it started early today. You know what? Let's go ahead and hit that like button as you guys watching this. I appreciate you appreciating me. Helps to seen by more people. 330,000 is the asking price for that one. Going over to Rocky Mountain Village Estates over in Evergreen. Now, this is a 55 plus community here. So just so you know, if you youngins, this one won't work for you unless you're moving in with grandma. You have to get a Tesla Optimus robot to wash and clean dishes. Yeah, they're going to be taking over. Somebody said that they're going to have Tesla robots that are going to be able to go into a home, do the full home inspection, then upload a. It's going to have a Tesla robot with all the county codes built in, all the building codes. So it's going to point out everything wrong, create a report. If you're an investor, you could say, okay, we're going to fix these items. Robot's going to order those. And then 5 days later, when the materials come, there's going to be a van of robots that come out. And those are going to be the worker bees. That will be interesting times. Next up, yeah, Rocky Mountain Village Road. So this is a 55 plus community, one bedroom, one bath. Sometimes you have a parking spot, sometimes you don't. One parking place. It's more of a street parking type thing or parking lot type environment there. This one looks like it could use a little bit of love. Updated appliances though, gas fireplace. You have a little fitness center in there as well as like a library area. So a nice chill community and easy access. You're right by Elk Meadow or Evergreen Parkway there. Asking price 390 by Craig Hoover of MB Bellissimo Homes. Going over to Golden, it's got to be a canyon life here, I'm guessing. Don't see many of these up I-70. This is 11 Eagles Nest Lane, one bedroom, one bath, 890 square feet. Interesting ceiling, DIY ceiling. Wonder why this part isn't completed. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Nice wood burner tucked in the corner. Oh, there's your hatch for the ceiling. Yeah, that's definitely DIY on the ceiling there. But nice open kitchen, deep sink, updated appliances. Eagle's nest. Oh, and the views. Yeah, you're definitely living that canyon life over here. There you go. Coal Creek Canyon looks like just past Wonderview. Yeah, just past Wonderview there. Cool. All right. So it needs some love. It needs a little bit of love. Deck needs some love. Looks like there's some DIY stuff going on, but it is available. It is. Ooh, what happened over there? Looks like a project that got bailed on. Cool. And a nice little studio over there as well. Cool. This is being brought to you by Sherry Brown of Remax Alliance Old Town. Asking price $400,000. How long before they can sell homes? I don't know. That's interesting. Well, I think the area that I'm working on, going more luxury and going more um mountain properties, that's going to be they'll last. So I'll see the everything coming because they would typically start off in like they do with all new innovative innovations in real estate. They always start off in the kind of the cookie cutter neighborhoods where it's very easy to know comps and stuff like that. Once you get in the mountains and you got, access, views, exposure, proximity to shopping and stuff like that, all that really can affect usable acreage, all that affects how you price your home. So I think we'll be the last go, but I'll see the writing on the wall before it hits me. All right, we got a nice metal roof over here. This is 62 Quartz Circle. Open house today, 12 to 2. Two bedroom, one bath, 1,224 square feet. I know you're asking, where are we? We are back almost Harris Park. I've had a couple back in this area already. But nice. You're right off of Shelton, which is kind of the main road to get back in there. Or you go Minerals Way to Clark to Deer Creek, which is a little bit more chill, just a little bit. It gets a little steep right here at the bottom. Cool. Look at all that sun exposure. Gonna be a hot box. Cool, nice little studio, metal roof on everything. Ooh, big wood shop there. Roof looks great. Oh, that's a nice spiral staircase. Carpet looks like it could be updated, but kitchen could be updated, but it looks clean and well maintained. Yeah, some of those spiral staircases can be really tight, so that looks like a good one. Cool. Looks clean, looks good. Nice deck, nice views, aspen trees, which are very common back in the Bailey area. They will even get moose over in this area. Cool. So it looks like a couple add-ons, and you have the basement area. No garage, but you got room to put one in if you'd like. There you have it. This is being brought to you by Yannick Janik of Madison Company Properties. Asking price 425,000. 367 more. You say more homes? Well, this is more street. Warming up the jokes this morning. This is a two bedroom, one bathroom, 972 square footer. Who can tell me, you non-mountain people, tell me what this cap and pipe are here? I'll give you 10 pride points. This is a two bedroom, one bath, 972 square footer back in Bailey. One car garage back in the Harris Park area. A lot of Harris Park this week. Cool. It looks very 90s, but it looks well maintained. A little bit of an unfinished basement there. Make it your own. Cool. I think some people are going to spring for this one. 440,000 is what they're asking. Robert LaRosa of Berkshire Homes Realty is selling this 440,000. Kevin, you are the 10 pride points to Kevin. That is your septic. 21037 Taos Road over in the Indian Hills neighborhood. So this is good proximity to get back to 285, which you're just 10 minutes tops back down the hill into kind of like the Dakota Ridge north, kind of getting into, you can go easily down getting into DTC, everything like that over on 25. Skirt around the south side of the metro there. What do we have here? Two bedroom, two bathroom, 1,219 square footer. Looks cute. All right, that's a good room. That's a lot of big furniture in that room. Cool, cool bear. All right. Needs a little bit of love. Everything at the bottom of the price point typically needs a little bit of love. Primary suite with an office, full storage, laundry room. There you have it. Kind of chopped up. Looks like a few additions onto the property. Nice big two-car extendo detached garage. There you have it. A little bit of acreage, a little bit of flat land in the front. Looking good. Cool, cool, cool. Being brought to you by Julia Purrington of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Asking price 499,000. What is up? Good morning. I see more of you guys waking up, getting the sleepies out of your eyes. Thanks for having you on here. Grab your coffee. Let's buckle up. As you guys are jumping on here, say what's up in the comments. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Here, I'll do this. Boom. Now it's official. Where are you watching from today? Two bedroom, four bathroom, 2,553 square feet. If you got IBS, this is a perfect house for you. Get all the places to go, boo boo, without disturbing your guest or your partner. This is 136 Lone Ponderosa Drive, two bedroom, four bath, 2,553 square feet. It looks like another mountain home that has a couple of add ons. Nice entryway, good curb appeal. Nice Ponderosa views there. Ponderosa Pines. I like the tongue and groove. It looks like really well maintained. Good home for being at the bottom of the price point here. Sit in front of that fire, work on your novel or your memoir, whatever you're doing. Hot tub, boom. This thing is checking a lot of boxes. Oh, I love the antique bar downstairs. Yeah, looks like a good multi-generational living home here. A little studio with the electric hooked up to it. Great office, great yoga spot. Nice. I dig it. This one is Beaver Creek Road. So, kind of back in Blackhawk area. So you are living that mountain life for sure. So, this is great for those that are. Let me turn off my ring doorbell here. I always got to make sure that the ops aren't coming to get me, you know? But I got my trusty 16-year-old guard dog up there watching the streets for me. Cool. Looks good. You got a lower part and a upper part with your storage and everything. Very cool. Being brought to you by Timmy Duggan of Remax. Asking price $499,700. What is up? We got Chris Dottie from Dreadville, Indiana. I'm guessing that's not an actual place. But being a Midwesterner, you're super welcome here. And we don't have the bugs. We don't have the humidity either. Uh what is up? Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for letting me know you're on here with us. And then we got Jared and Mel popping in, giving me a thumbs up. Appreciate you. Where you guys heading to hike at? You going to Cowena Park or Lair o' the Bear Bayou? Or maybe Mount Falcon. You guys over in Kittredge have so many great hiking spots. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for saying what's up. 549 Old State Road. This is a four bedroom, three bathroom, 2,252 square footer. Looks good. Nice and clean. This is back in Bailey. But like a room on your way to a room. It looks like a mobile home. You know, you got like bedrooms leading back to other bedrooms. All right, so you got 4 beds tucked away right there. So this looks like they had it set up to be just a space that the family gets up. I can't imagine having teenagers and them sleeping and living that close to everyone. But yeah, you want a little getaway here? There you have it. Deck looks good. Decks on decks. House looks like it's in good shape. Wood burning stove.
This is a tour request. If you don't see the tour details on your screen, please tap the PA app icon to proceed. This type of lead.
Sorry, I'm
The buyer isn't
getting a
waiting
Zillow
online.
call here.
If you commit to it will be automatically
Boom. That's how we work. My team, we are business partners with Zillow. Okay, go ahead. We're business partners with Zillow, so one of the premier teams up here in the foothills. So you're in good hands. And so that's that. What just happened there? Somebody requested a time to go see a property, comes directly to our phones. Isn't that fun? This is Luana Lindholm of Home Smart's listing. Asking price is 500,000. 200 Sawmill Lane over in Idaho Springs. Looks like back up in St. Mary's area, if I had to guess. You can go check this out today, 12 to 3. It's a 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,210 square footer. Oh no, you're more so you could shoot down here, switch back as you can see, the Little Bear Creek Road. Will take you right over to Idaho Springs. Or you could go over towards the Mount Blue Sky, which is a little bit out of the way, but this is a good spot. I mean, you are up in there, you're probably 9,300 feet of elevation. Let's check it out. Let's go see. And if you while I'm pulling this up, I'll just tell you, I think really fall and late second half of the summer and getting into fall, I think it's gonna be a great time for buyers. We had a real big slowdown in not like slowdown in the market, more as like we have way more listings that came on the market. So this one's 10,000 feet of elevation. So we are up there for sure. So colder, longer, typically have um, snow through May and sometimes early into June as the rest of the mountains are getting more rain. But yeah, a lot of quiet nature back up in there. But what I was saying is currently we have about double the inventory that we had a couple years ago, and the buyer pool is been relatively steady with the prices, insurance fees, and um, interest rates holding about where they are. We're not seeing crazy appreciation. We're not seeing prices drop incredibly, but we are getting on some properties. We're definitely getting deals in this area up here. There's slightly less buyers for it. So if you like the serenity of being way up there by yourself, being about 15 to 20 minutes to get back to anything, this is a good spot for you. So what I was saying is I think it's going to be a great fall because a lot of these sellers that have been sitting in the market, they have a lot more competition now. And those that are trying to get it done before, I guess we can't really get it done too much before school starts now. But as school is getting started or before the holidays for sure, I think we're going to be find a lot of sellers that are looking to make a deal happen. So if you're a buyer looking to buy this late summer and fall, advantage buyer. Cool. Looks good. Being brought to you by Tanya Freed of Lux Real Estate Company, ERA powered. Open house today, 12 to 3, asking price of 500,000. 274 Lincoln Drive. Now, Lincoln Drive is, I know this is St. Mary's area, right? And you're at the top of the St. Mary's area. So kind of tough to get You don't get a ton of road maintenance back in there in the winter, so this is a kind of tough living for the area. On D'Artagnan, my trusty dog just came downstairs. Let me let him out real quick. I'll pull up the elevation on this. Yeah, 10,400. That's super high. Hi, bud. If you like digs, I'll introduce you to D'Artagnan when he comes back. But yeah, 10,400, colder, longer. I'd say at this point in the St. Mary's area development, this is definitely more of a summer home. You can see that's the driveway. So in the winter, they get a lot of snow up there. Can get pretty windy with snow drifts. So it's tough in the winter, just letting you know. Just letting you know, giving you the highs and the lows of Colorado life. It looks like an A-frame with the blown out of the back. So you're pretty much the top of the road there. Fairly steep too. I've tried to go up there sometimes in the beginning of May, and I can't even get up. Look at that's what you're moving snow with right there. So this is a little bit harder mountain living, but amazing summer living. It's hoodie weather a lot up here, but it'll be so freaking quiet back in there. Cool. All right. Looks a little choppy. I think you got to go see this one in person to get the feel for the flow on this. Cool. There you have it. Being brought to you by Laura Howes of Keller Williams, top of Rockies. Asking price for this 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,448 square footer is $509,999. 616 Pine Drive, 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 1,996 square feet, 1996. That was a good year. I think we can all agree. The 90s, late 90s with the internet boom, and we had the best decade of music for rap and R&B. Incredible. Anyways, this is 3 bedroom, 3 bath, and I love the tongue and groove. I love the boards. Oh yeah, super cute, well maintained property. You are back Deer Creek Road, probably about 10 minutes to get back out to the Loaf and Jug and the Dollar General over there. So not too far back, right about that 45-minute mark to get back down the hill. And beautiful skies. Lovely. Really like this one. I like this one. I like the access isn't bad. Oh, this one has been on the market before. Must have a new agent. I love all the aspen trees. They had a lot more stuff up here before. Let me see if I can go see the old photos. No, they don't have the historic photos up here. This one was for sale before, though, and is currently for sale by Kay Bohan of Live Sotheby's International Realty. They are asking 575,000. That looks like a good home, good price to me. I think that one will go. 212 Glen Mar Drive, Mawr. Um, back in Blackhawk is where you're going to find this 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2012 square foot. 2012 was a good year too. Right when the prices, don't you wish you bought a house in 2012? I know you do. That's when it was like the bottom of the market, locking those insane interest rates 8 years later after you locked in your insane price. This is Melody Lore of Peak Performance Realty's listing. Nice, incredibly flat usable land for the mountains here. Oh, this one is here? The Glenmar one or the last one? I guess I didn't show you where this Glenmar one is. So, but yeah, that area back in Bailey, kind of close to the ranchettes across the way, and up that Deer Creek Road. That's a good spot to live. Easy in, easy out. that Deer Creek Road is a school bus route, so they get plowed first thing in the morning. But I think you said, Kevin, Bailey was a little bit too far for you, right? But cool. All right, so you're right between Rollinsville and Central City Blackhawk here. So closest town actually is going to be more Netherland, which Netherland is cool. Netherland is the only town I know of in Colorado. The mountain, Echo Mountain, went up for sale, and the town bought the mountain, which is awesome for Netherland because Netherland is kind of like when they're doing like keep Austin weird. Uh, Netherland is a weird town, fun to drop into. I don't know if I could live there. Great people watching. Actually, like some good food back in there too, and amazing outdoor activities. So good spot, not far off of 119. Windows look like they've been updated. Looks really well maintained. I give this a Murphy thumbs up. Besides that coral bathroom, I give that a thumbs down. Cool, looks good. I love the acreage that you have there too. How much you got? 0.98 acres, almost one full acre. All right, page one. We're going on to page one. All right, we're going over to 9750 South Warhawk Road over in Shadow Mountain neighborhood. I love a good name. Oh, I said Echo Hills, my bad. Actually, I had a client reaching out. We're going to be going to look at homes tomorrow. He's going to be the new director up at Echo Hills. I actually have another client who's going to just moved here. He's over in Georgetown, moved from Germany. He's going to be working like lift stuff over in Loveland. I'm getting some mountain workers up in here, but you're right. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you jumping on and correcting me. Eldora is the mountain that the city bought there. 9750 South Warhawk Road over in Conifer, I believe. This is a Conifer. This is a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,631 square feet. The reason I questioned if it's Conifer is because Shadow Mountain turns into Brook Forest Road, and that is so you see Aspen Park here. This is Conifer. Conifer turns into Evergreen right around here. So back where Black Mountain, Shadow Mountain, and Brook Forest Road kiss. Nice big 2-car extendo garage. I like that. I like the flat usable land. Who doesn't like the naughty pine panels from back in the day? It's got good. I know you're like, this is dated, but look at the flow. You could open this up. Nice flow from the kitchen. I don't know why that wood burner blocked up. Not it. You need that big wood burner going in that room. Interesting. I wonder what that sign says. It says Colorado. I can't read it. Guys, I might be getting hearing aids. I'm 41. Hearing aids. It sounds crazy to get hearing aids at 41, but I went me not being able to read that made me think about my hearing, my other senses as well. I went down because I have tinnitus from a car accident when I was 17. That's like that ringing in your ears. Ooh, that ceiling is rough down here. And I thought that was like my major problem, but she's like, you actually have a fair amount of hearing loss as well. All right, bathroom carpet. That's not it. That's not the look we're going for. So if you want to, oh, and duct tape to fix the bathroom. Just get some caulk. What are we doing? You just need a little caulk in your life. Deck looks like it needs work too. It looks like this hasn't been worked on in quite some time. Oh, it's all good, Kevin. I appreciate you. But I mean, where they've gone with because when I first got tinnitus back when I was like 17, they're like, good luck, we can't do anything for you. And now there's a bunch of things that they can do. Uh, cool. All right, this is good property here. Jody R. Bartlett with MB Co. Property Sales Inc. selling Warhawk for 600,000. It really doesn't hearing doesn't like in these environments where it's quiet and then I'm talking to one person, it's fine. But when you put me in like a restaurant or if I'm at a conference, like I can't zero in on conversations, which that's lame. Next up, we're going to 478 Chickady Lane, Unit 11 over in Bailey. Whenever I see the Unit 11, it's typically back in Berlin Ranchettes. I don't know why they have the uh the unit stuff on there. Let me confirm that location. Yeah, we're back in the Berlin Ranchettes area. I mean, don't let that unit one deter you. It is definitely a single family house and a lot of good equestrian properties, a lot of good views, easy in, easy out. I like the Berlin Ranchettes area. We got GGB on today. GGB lives back in there. She could tell you all about it. She is a fan of the Ranchettes area. I love the wood features. The house, the walls need some color, but I understand they're doing it for the to put it on the market, which is a good idea. Go neutral, but add some splash of color, and I think this is great. I love the green deck, decks on decks, walkout basement. Really like this one. Appliances look new. I love the clear story window. Nice big primary. That looks like a king size bed floating in there. Okay. I like it. I like it, Chickadee Lane. Oh, there's your basement area. So two separate living spaces, flat usable land with the somewhat flat, but you get the aspen grove over there. Another 10 pride points for anybody that can tell me what is a group of aspen trees called? Don't look it up. Kevin says, I'm actually a sign language interpreter and working remotely is a possibility. Thus, the wife and I are interested in cooler climate closer to the green. Oh, I love that, Kevin. That's cool. Quackies? No, it's not called Quackies. I mean, that's a guess. That's a wrong guess, but it's a guess. I appreciate the engagement. A group of aspen trees is called a stand. And what's unique about aspen trees is these guys are all likely connected with their root system under the ground. So like all the pine trees, they're like individual contributors, but all these are grouped together underneath the earth. And what's cool about that is you'll see like one stand that will be changing its colors, and just down the road, another stand will be changing its colors at a slightly different pace, and that's what makes it super beautiful. Cool. I like this property. I think this is a good one for 620. I dig it. Did it have a garage? It does. The two-car garage. Love it. Asking price by Mary Rosinski is 620,000. Good home. 303 Kudu Trail. Kudu. Nice metal roof on Kudu for this three-bedroom, two-bathroom, 1,702 square footer. Oh, nice views too. I like this all this round area with a nice deck. Doesn't look like it has a walkout. That would be one thing I would desire there. You could blow through that window there. So what are you back in okay, right before the Berlin Ranch that's up area. I think that's Roland Road. Yeah, Roland Road. So road by the happy camper cannabis man. You want to go get your gummies and do some yoga. Have a fun time. There you go. If I do a gummy, it's typically right before I do yoga where I know no one's going to be calling me. I can just feel it all. Cool. All right. Nice open kitchen, eat-in kitchen area. Cabinets look good. Counters look good. We got some good properties this week. And 56 homes this week. We're still pumping them out. Upstairs, nice living space. Looks like the primary is right off of that. Love that little nook. Good for yoga, good for reading. Oh, big primary with your own deck there. Yes. That's another thing that sometimes deters people from choosing a house in the mountains is, I mean, the if you pay in 700,000 for a house, you want to have a nice primary bedroom. So something that doesn't have a like an official primary or a master, whatever you want to call it, uh, you'll lose some buyers. But nice flat acreage. I dig it. Being brought to you by Jenny Penman of The Adventurous Agent. Asking price $649,900. 34203 Ponca Road. This is Don Zalfpha's listing. He had a nice two-car garage with the big bay for the truck boys. Interesting. I feel like we've seen this one before too, which we might. I mean, we're seeing a lot of listing agreements ending, and the sellers are giving um giving up on their current agent and getting another one. When I gotta respond to my client agent real quick. Hey, Brooke, I'm on my live stream until about 10 a.m. I can give you a buzz back then. Cool. What do we got? Three bedroom, two bathroom, 2,178 square footer. This is why I do the video at 8 o'clock on Saturdays. You guys like, why are we doing this so early? It's because Saturday, especially in the summer, it's like that's when real estate is getting done. So I can't be doing this at like 2 o'clock. Interesting. Interesting. How do we feel about this, guys? Is it too wonky? It looks like maybe this was the house, and then they added this on, and then this looks like an afterthought too. But if you have a beautiful daughter that you want to keep up at the top of the hill, you could put a wolf or a dragon or something like here and make that gent climb the rope. Climb the rope like the PE test. I saw Trump is bringing back the presidential fitness test, which I mean, nothing wrong with that, right? Feel what you think about Trump, but I think more of a focus on fitness and sports for kids is good. I saw this press conference yesterday too. He had like Triple H and Damian Tomlinson. There's all kinds of like super athletes that are at the end of their careers um, on the board there, which was, I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's got a little bit of star power behind it too. Saquon Barkley was in there. Love this deck. And what is nice about this deck, especially in Colorado, is you get a sunny spot over here. But when that sun is beating on you and you need a little bit of shade, it'll be 10 degrees cooler in the shade. So that's awesome. Nice flat usable land. That looks like a queen size bed, but you could fit a king in there. Yoga spot. Love it. Oh, giant downstairs area. I mean, you get a sink hookup. You could do a lot more with that sink. Wow, is that? Oh, it looks upstairs actually. You could have a ball. No, that's downstairs. Okay. Yeah, nice. With big open spaces like that, it's nice to get a little virtual staging in there. Show us how it could look. Love that. That's perfect. I love that. Good virtual staging here. Oh, that shower's fun. I'm typically not a big fan of the open shower because I feel like you're gonna get chilly willy, but with the two sprayers there, I dig it. Cool. There's like a giant bay window if you have a giant bay. I like it. Okay. At first, I didn't like the exterior. I thought it was gonna be super weird, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Lovely views in the winter when the snow hits. You wake up after a snowstorm. That's gonna be amazing. Great office spaces, great garage, huge garage. What was this one listed at? 650. Hell yeah. This one looks great. Asking price on that 650 going on up. Our first townhome over in Blackhawk area. These look newer. Built in 2021. This Central City or is this Blackhawk? This is 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,466 square feet. The address on this is 31192 Black Eagle Drive, Unit 3D303. They got this all wonky. That pin is Evergreen, and they're calling it. Oh, I said Blackhawk. I saw Bergen Park. Bergen Park is Evergreen. So this is some of the newer um townhomes. I think right back. Yeah, right back by behind Bergen. This is a nice if you want really easy mountain living, this is perfect. I think Evergreen, I was talking to my client at like 9 o'clock last night, and he's like, "Is Evergreen the spot?" I'm like, "Evergreen, if you want that amazing mountain vibe, but still being able to get out to I-70 to hit the slopes, um, there's I-70, or you're from here, you're 10, 15 minutes tops to get back down the hill to like Golden area. And then every day when you come back home, right here by the Buffalo Overlook area is where you get that amazing Colorado view. Let me see if I could drop this on there and show you. On the trail. How did I get on the trail? Let me back up. I'm here. I'm trying to do it. Let's see. See if I can nail this view for you guys. I'm gonna get right on this one. There you go. That's what you get to drive home into. And when the snow is hitting it, absolutely amazing. You crest the hill and then you come over and see God's creation. Absolutely awesome. So what I was saying about this location again, I'm just raving about this location here. You got There you go. So you got Evergreen Parkway, which is really easy. You're gonna have the little bit of the traffic noise because this is the main corridor to get back into Evergreen. But you have a little bit of traffic noise, but you really have your walkability over to some of the best stuff. You got True Yoga over in here. You got the Chase Bank, grocery stores right here, Ace Hardware, and then just down the road you have the Home Depot, True Clean Car Wash, Jimmy John's, you got all the kind of the commercial stuff. So raving about the location. If you want easy in, easy out mountain living, this is awesome. You have time, can you give a quick rundown on how buyers, sellers, agents work in Colorado, fees paid? Yeah, I got you. I'll finish this one up. Cool, nice end unit. 303. That's Colorado area code 2 for our phones. Nice, clean. I mean, it's only 3 years old, so no ghost, and what I like about a property that's 3 or 4 years old is if there was, like, a contractor builder issue, those have been hashed out. So you got a nice, solid, barely lived in, low mileage house in a great area. End unit, I got a lot of good things to say about this one and the location. Cool. If you still work downtown, this is a great one for you. Nice, and it looks like you have a little balcony that, like, looks out into the trees here. Very cool. I like it. Cool. Being brought to you by Lori Hess of LH Properties. Asking price is $663. So to answer Kevin's question, back last year, the National Association of Realtors and Department of Justice had this big like lawsuit settlement where they kind of decoupled buyers and sellers, agents' compensations. Before, and it actually is still this way. They just changed the rule for more transparency, I guess. I think it was a whole lot of lawyer fees to not really accomplish a whole lot. But uh, in the past, what it's been is if you were selling your property, you're going to hire that agent to pay for not only the price for the agent to sell the house, but you're going to pay a cooperative agent compensation, which means a portion of that what you're paying your listing agent will go to compensating the buyer's agent so that the buyer's agency is essentially free to the buyer. It's decoupled now, so when you sign a buyer's agency agreement, it says that you are paying for it, but that's negotiable in the contract. There's actually a new section of the contract that says the see, I'll show you here. Let's just answer this question thoroughly. So in the get logged in. So it's really all the same. I mean, in this market, we are, especially since it's more of it's shifting into a buyer's market, we're definitely seeing sellers more than willing to pay buyer's agent compensation. But at the bottom of the contract here, so even though you signed a listing agreement that with your buyer's agent that says you're going to be paying, there is a section here which we've been successful every time in having the sellers pay for the buyer broke compensation. So technically, it could be paid by the buyer, could be paid by the seller, could be split. There's a couple different ways to do it, but in this market, none of my buyers have been paying for our buyer's agency compensation. Now, if the market shifts at some point, goes back to a seller's market, that might be a time that the sellers are less likely and willing to do it. But so that's how it works. My team, we have a $250 admin fee to work with us. But other than that, our services are essentially free to you. So I hope that answers your question. As far as the rates for how much they charge, that all depends on the agent. Some charge 6.5%, some charge six, some charge five. It's just whatever. Everything's negotiable. But get what you pay for. What do they say? Good service is expensive. Bad service will cost you a fortune. All right, moving on. Good question though. I love answering questions like that for you guys. We could walk through all the homes, but if I can instill a little bit of real estate knowledge on you, I'm happy to do so. Next up is 27225 Mountain Park Road. And let me know if that didn't answer your question completely. I'll elaborate. 27225 Mountain Park Road over in Evergreen. This is a lovely two-bedroom, one bathroom, 1,430 square footer. Where are we? It looks like Bear Mountain. Am I right? Oh, I nailed it. Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking good at what I do. I can pick out the area based on the exterior photo. So a little bit hilly. Sometimes the parking, these homes are kind of weaving and winding around the road there. So parking can be, yeah, you get like two parking spots here. Some usually like a little bit older, kind of some of the first homesteads on the mountain behind Evergreen. And so some of them are a little bit close, some a little bit older, and then you get to the top of the hill, and it's like multi-million dollar homes at the top of the hill. But this one looks cute, looks clean, crazy little loft there. Nice galley kitchen with two sides that are open. That's nice. Moss rock fireplace. Nice. I'm guessing this house was built in like the 1960s. 1929. This one is old. Okay. There you go. This is being brought to you by Brad Eric of HomeSmart. Open house today, 11 to 1. Asking price 667,000. $500. 11718 Sydney Road East over in Golden Coal Creek Canyon neighborhood. This is a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,132 square footer. It looks clean. It's got good views. It's sitting on, let's say, 1.5 acres, I think, of what I saw. Check that again. 1.7 acres. Like that's your primary suite downstairs. Little walk-in closet. Cute. I like the office space and the walkout. Well put together. And two-car garage with the hot tub and the privacy. I like it. I dig it. Whoa, sick, dude. That could be you. Whoa, you're so cool. Asking price is $674,990. This is Amanda Dow with Modern Design Realty Group LLC. 302 Lakeview Road. This is over in Bailey. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 1,974 square feet. Open house today, 12 to 3. Love how the windows open. Looks like a nice sturdy house. Looks like it's lacking a garage. That's cool. Getting that cool Colorado breeze. This one looks remodeled. Big open floor plan. They painted all that timber to make it look modern. Mountain modern. That's what you're looking for. I always have a hard time painting the wood. It's just, you can't go back. Cool. Bedroom with the views. Yeah, so it looks like an older structure that's been completely remodeled. You guys like the mountain modern vibe, or you more rustic mountain with the tongue and groove and all the wood? There's a snake foot tub for you. And a weird place for the fireplace. That is, I don't like that. That's that's weird. Cool. Looks good. Being brought to you by Julie Ragusa of Ingle and Vokers. They're asking 685,000. Next up, 84 Mary's Lane over in Bailey. This looks up like it's up Deer Creek Road as well, not too far back there. Yep. Right off of Deer Creek Road. About 12 minutes to get back to the Loaf and Jug and 285 there. Get all the deer coming up here, just nibbling. Okay. Look at all that counter space. That is a giant peninsula. Maybe that might have just been a. No, it looks big. Lots of counter space. Are you guys selling over there? I forget your story off the top of my head, Kevin. But are you guys selling? If you got an agent that you love that for you. But if you want some recommendations, I actually have several awesome agents that work out there that are in my mastermind groups that I could tee you and connect you with. Cool, nice, looks good, looks clean. I mean, a little bit of updating needed, but Yeah, that person's got like a YouTube studio in there. Looks like they artist or something. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be changing out my studio. I'm gonna be painting these walls like dark, like gunmetal or something. Something rad. And then I think my little wood pine shelves will pop more. I don't know. This is the same color as when I bought the house a couple years ago. So it's ready to be changed. I painted pretty much every other room except this one. Cool. There you go. That's Deer Creek Road right there. So easy access right off of it. Once you hit that, that's school bus route. So easy driving. Being brought to you by the Awaka Group with Keller Williams. 725,000. 94 Foxtail Circle over in Blackhawk. She's next. This is a lovely 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2016 square footer with the Seance Circle in the middle where you burn virgins. Nice metal roof. Siding looks good. Love this open floor plan. Plenty of room for the dining room table. Lots of counter space, lots of cabinet space. Love the clear story windows. Nice primary suite there. Can't all be hey, no home will be perfect, no realtor is perfect. So um I wish the Chiefs the best. I it's like every Big Ten team in football. I'm an Ohio State fan, but I want every team to do their best. Even when they play us, I want them to play their best game ever, and we still beat them. That's how you steal people's souls when they're like, we played the highest level and we still didn't beat them. So I hope you're a little bit sad. We got the new quarterback. I think we're going to be in a good spot. All right, 94 Foxtail Circle, being brought to you by Stephanie Schwartzlander of Real. I know her. Uh, she used to be at my brokerage. She switched up on us. Um, Asking price 734,000, 35,000. Nice Evergreen Meadows property over here with the views. 9189 Fallen Rock Drive over in Evergreen Meadows. This is right along 73 on your way to Aspen. It's right below. Actually, I wouldn't consider this Evergreen Meadows. This is more Evergreen Meadows over here. But this community back in here, you are so close to Aspen Park, but you feel like you're in your own little nook here. So you have a little bit of noise off in the distance, but you can't see it on 73. And you have looks like awesome views of Flying J Ranch over there. Yeah, that's Flying J. That looks like Aspen Park view, actually. I don't know which side you're angled here, but nice flat landing space, big deck above it all. Not too high in elevation, but you're high enough that you have great views. Ugh, I just thinking I don't lay carpet, but that looks like such a pain in the ass to put carpet like that in between each little thing. It's probably easy for them, but nice. I like the kitchen. I like that kind of like pastel green color. Goes good with the wood. IMO, in my opinion. Nice. This one looks good. Looks like it's got some good updating. Looks like you're in boiler heat. I like boiler heat. Now there's sitting area downstairs with its own deck, own bathroom, bedroom down there. And again, I can't stress how easy this one is to get in and out, but you're going to get good sunshine. You get two separate sitting areas. I'm a fan. Cool. Being brought to you by Kendall Dallow of York Castle Real Estate. Open house today, 11 to 2. Asking price 745,000. We are still under 800,000 for like Evergreen's average list price right now is 950. So we're getting some mountain deals in this one. All right, we have a condo. Looks like a condo. This must be on the front side. It's supposed to be on the front side, maybe Genesee Village area. Yeah, so this is Genesee Village. Oh, it's off of Genesee Village Road. That's a dead giveaway. So you have crazy access back out to if you live down or work downtown regularly, you can be in the mountains and be here. Get some easy living. There is a 250, 230-ish HOA. It gives you access to the fitness centers over there, which is cool. Nice high ceilings. I like the beams. Ooh, they like shades of green. Isn't that an Incubus song from back in the day? Shades of Green. Fun and funky. Some people hate this stuff. I like a little fun and funky like this. This one was on last week. We did this one last week. We're done with it. You only get one showing here unless you relist with a new agent. This is Wayne Shepard of Shepard Realty Inc. His listing asking price 750,000. 3938 Niawaka Road over in Evergreen. I like the Evergreen Estates neighborhood, a little bit older of a neighborhood, but really great access to Evergreen Lake. This is 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,768 feet. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Evergreen. Hills, High One Hills, my bad. So this is up Brook Forest Road. You got a couple of different ways to get back. You can just shoot down. The nice thing about this location is if you're going to Conifer, shoot down Columbine right here and get to Blue Creek, and Blue Creek will take you past the meadows where I always lose phone service, take you Aspen Park, or you got a couple ways to get back down to Evergreen. You could go down Columbine, take Brook Forest Road over to the lake, or another beautiful drive is Buffalo Park Road, right by Three Sisters. Tons of uh, mountain biking, hiking, all kinds of stuff over in this area. And then the high school, if you got a high schooler, high school's right here. So good location. Nice 2-car garage, nice paved driveway, herringbone flooring here. Okay, we've seen this one before. We've seen this one before, and they changed something because this was like all much darker. I don't think they put new cabinets on, that would have been way too expensive. But this was way different before. Because before is like too much of something. It was too dark, and I was like, ugh. Cool. So if you're looking for a nice remodeled property with a touch of interior design, here you go. Deck, new railing. Yeah, that's a brand new deck. Cool. All right, nice. Yeah, good location, nice and private and quiet up in there. Nice houses just tucked in the hills here. I like it. Diego Cardenas with Icon Real Estate LLC is listing this. Open house today, 11 to 1, or you go see it IRL with your boy Sean Murphy. Hit me up. By the way, I haven't thrown this up yet. If you guys are still watching with me and you appreciate these videos each week, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment, even if you're watching the replay. Comments and likes help it get seen by more people. But if you want to reach out to me, you can go directly to my phone like Kevin did. Call me, or you can shoot me an email at sean.murphy at the Moxie Property Group. Go follow me in my daily shenanigans at my Instagram Rocky Mountain Murph. I do all kinds of videos just on things to know about living in Colorado, places to go, historical figures, all that stuff. So, and if you guys have questions and you're watching the replay, drop them below. I pay attention to the comments. I'll come back and answer them for you next week. But Diego's listing is 775,000 asking price. 193 Twilight Terrace Drive over in Bailey. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,036 square footer. Looks nice, looks clean. You got the little lake out there. There's this Deer Creek Road. Where are we at? That's nice. Yeah, it looks like kind of in the valley of Deer Creek area. Yeah, a little bit. There you go. Cool. Nice to have water features out here by you, Colorado. Not too many homes get those. So very cool, which means that'll bring in the animals. Probably get some moose back in there too. Fairly usable land. You got a horse property. Means you probably have at least 1 acre. 2.45 acres. Nice. Yeah, looking good. They're being brought to you by Mary Rosinski of Keller Williams. Asking price 785,000. All right, I toured this one. Well, I didn't tour it. I had one of my agents go by, but we checked this one out. This is 515 Lions Brook Lane over in Pine. It's a lovely 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2,564 square footer. All kinds of great windows, all kinds of great wood features here. Classic Colorado mountain home here for you. You know, I'm not a fan of though. I never really dig the loft, especially for how loud I talk. I'm gonna annoy a lot of people. I gotta be down in like a room like my office here, sheltered from the rest of the house, so people can live their lives around my 2-hour live streams. Cool guy, cute little hot tub. That's gonna be great in the summer. Nice detached garage. Looking good. Asking price on this from Kevin LaRosa, or Robert LaRosa of Brookshire Homes Realty, 795,000. Dang, let's see what we got. We only got a few over a million. Yeah, we got a good amount over a million here, but we're going to be ending up at 6. So we do have some nice luxury properties coming up here. Next up is 4188 Timbervale Drive. Is Highwan Hills neighborhood of Evergreen. This is that neighborhood that I was talking about. That's a lot closer to the lake there. Kind of an older neighborhood, like one of the original areas. But look at all those decks on decks. Is this a townhome? No, it says single family home. All that is you. 3 levels of living. Cool. Wide open space. I like the sunroom over there too. Cool. I don't like the position of the you just think you're facing away from everybody all the time. I don't love that. I like to watch the game or watch South Park or something like that when I'm working, when I'm cooking. Nice. I like this area. Cool. Get the sunroom on each level. Oh, there's a workshop down there. See, it says single family home, but this really looks like it's connected to the other. It looks like multiple properties to me. Anyways, maybe the agent put it in wrong, but it is for sale. Uh, Yvette Put with Live Sotheby's International Realty is selling this one for 850,000. What was the plague of Appalachia, Kevin, with the decks on decks? I'm not sure. I'm familiar with that. We got 39 Pat Creek Road over in Evergreen, Floyd Hill neighborhood. This is a two-bedroom, three-bathroom, 1,820 square feet, sitting on 0.74 acres, which for Floyd Hill, you're on the hill, so you don't have much usable land anyways. There you go. You're kind of living on the edge. Oh man, I'm almost when I get up at 5, I'm tearing through my coffee by 9:30, a full pot, and then I'm gonna want more. Can't read that. And something to lose my mind and find my soul. Nice. Looks like an original homestead here. See how old this sucker is. Built in well, this is built in 2009. I don't think that's a 2009 house. This is remodeled. Interesting. Uh, Jonelle Herden of Guild Guide Real Estate is listing this for 875,000. We've looked in North Carolina mountain and past. Stacked decks are ubiquitous. Okay. Next up, we got Delinda Murphy with Keller Williams listing over in Evergreen. The open house today, 10 to 1. This is 380 Chestnut Drive, 300 and then 80, not 380. Chestnut Drive. This is a lovely four-bedroom, three-bathroom, 2,550 square footer. Looks like you got some great views. Maybe telephone wires are chopping your views, but these things above I'm not a fan of these things. I forget what they're called. Something balances? Are those called balances? Looks like you got one of the high schools right there. Oh no, you're right off of your El Pinal area. So easy to get out to Evergreen Parkway. So good location for easy in, easy out. All right, you got a big bay. What you got a couple bay windows. You could have multiple bays in this one for all you polyamorous couples out there. Why have one girlfriend that you can annoy when you can have multiple, right? I'm just kidding. One's more than enough. Cool, looks good. All right. Like I said, this is Delinda Murphy with Keller Williams, no relation. Asking price 875,000. 24056 current drive unit. So you know this is a townhome condo back in Genesee neighborhood. This is a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,100 square footer. This is again real easy living if you want to be in Genesee neighborhood and be like once you hit the highway, 5 minutes back down the hill. All the elk, all the deer coming through there, just nibbling. Okay, I'm not a fan of the tile counters. Okay, it's just like the bar top area. I can deal. I could deal with that. Cool. There you have it. Again, you have they look pretty close to the community center too. Yeah, you got the pool. You actually right across the road there, so walkability to the pool, the playground, pickleball, tennis courts there, fitness center, all that. Cool, good location. Being brought to you by Sue Maley of Live Sotheby's International Realty. Asking price $899,900. 877 Spring Drive is a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,865 square footer back in Shadow Mountain neighborhood. Probably got an acre or two. 3.07 acres. Cool. Interesting siding there. If I was a young gohard, I'd be climbing that. Nice wide open spaces. House looks like it's been lived in, loved in. Cool. Ice machine up top on the counter. It's taking up a lot of space. A lot of space is being taken up by the appliances, but there's plenty of room for you. Oh, I like that entryway. Look at that. How peaceful. Love it. Oh, wait. So we have a studio area. Hold on. I got another Zillow lead coming in real quick.
Request. If you don't see the tour details on your screen, please tap the PAF icon to proceed.
Cool. Yeah. If you got multi generational living or you got that teen that you're like, I want to kick them out of the house, but I love them still, you put them up in that mother in law suite. Looks good. Some usable acreage. I like it. Christopher Wells with HomeSmart is listing this $924,755. 975,000. We got John North with MB North and Company's listing over in Conifer Mountain neighborhood. Conifer Mountain, Christopher Drive. I'm guessing you're at 9,000 feet of elevation, so a little bit higher. Let's see. At this thing that listens to what I'm saying and then types it. I don't want that. I don't want that. Nothing found. Let's try it. Let's refresh. I'm guessing 9,000 feet. 9,136. Not far off. So you're a little bit higher at elevation. You're kind of right behind Aspen Park, and you're at the back at top of it there. Yeah, so you're 20 minutes. You're probably 20 minutes to get back down to Aspen Park, Conifer area. So don't, let this fool you how close Shadow Mountain Road is. You're coming all the way down Christopher Drive, connecting with Conifer Mountain to Kennedy Gulch. So you are up there, but it'll be nice and quiet for you. Cool, big open double oven. Huge. I like that kitchen. I like the flow right out to the deck there. Nice touch. Again, colder, longer, higher elevation up in your giant fridge. Cool deck. You got your own private deck. Freestanding tub. I call it the snake foot tub, like the modern clawfoot tub without the feet. I don't know why they don't do clawfoot tubs anymore. I want a new clawfoot tub with some gold feet on it and a griffin at the top with the water coming out of the griffin's mouth. I just thought of that, but I like that idea. Cool. Decks on decks, looking good. Little area to let the dogs out to pee. Asking price 975,000. Again, if you guys, just a reminder, if you guys want to go check out these properties at your own pace, you don't have to go Sean Murphy pace. You can go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com, search the homes there. My favorite part of the website, though, is you go to the contact us. And you can call the main line there, fill out this form, let me know where you're coming from, what you're looking for, and we will be in contact with you. But nice thing about my website, it's linked with the local MLS. That's what realtors use to get the most up to date information. So a little bit more up to date than homes.com, realtor.com, and Zillow. We got an open house over here at 661 Trailside Drive, Unit 661, Genesee Villages neighborhood. Again, this is open house 12 to 3 today. 3 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, just a little over 3,000 feet, which is big. I mean, that's a good size for a condo townhome. Looks clean. I love how that step down there, like the couches. I don't know. I don't love it. Like the kitchen. Yeah, lots of cabinet space, lots of counter space. Looks good. Looks clean. Looks like it's been remodeled recently. Carpet could use some love, needs stretched. Get a freestanding tub there with the bay window to sit with your bay. You got Roku on the TV. It's a nice slim tub. You got to be slim. You're going to be more fit up here in the mountains. A lot of my clients, they say they just naturally drop 10 to 15 pounds when they come to the mountains from wherever they are, Indiana or Kansas, because you're just getting outside more. That's what it's all about, folks. Cool. Being brought to you by Jaden Hansen of New Era Group. They are asking 985,000. Almost at a million. At This is a fun looking house. 264 Whiskey J Hill Road. This is 3 bedrooms, two bathrooms, 1,793 square feet, sitting on 6.16 acres. Where are we? Okay, so you're back up. Yeah, you're kind of back in there, Witter Gulch area. So you could take Upper Bear Creek to go right out to the golf course in the lake. It's a little bit windier, 25 to 35 miles, but you're more than likely for direct access, jumping on Witter Gulch and taking stagecoach. It's a nice straight shot. Oh, nice open floor plan. I like the brick. Great eat-in kitchen. It's well equipped. Like the cabinets. Yeah, nice updates here. Doesn't look like it had a pantry though. Big primary suite. Huge. Huge. Look at that boiler. Hell yeah, that's like a diesel engine heater. Hot tub. I don't like the hot tubs covered because I like to look out and see the stars, but it's okay. You can take that top off. Big old deck. Decks on decks. Nice. And solar powered. Beautiful. Asking price by Beth Ann Demeter of Cell State Ace Realty, 990,000. 10777 Timothy's Drive. This is another property a little bit higher elevation over on Conifer Mountain. I'm gonna guess 9,100, maybe 9,000 feet here. 9,700, even higher. Interesting. So that's pretty freaking high. Colder, longer up here for sure. What do we got? We have 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3,040 square feet. Looking good. Nice big garage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. I get coffee delivered here at Murphy Manor. I have a lovely assistant, also in-house interior designer. Oh yeah. New cup of Joe. Love it. Big shop. Nice. Digging it. Digging it. You are high though. I wouldn't want to live that high. Property insurance might be a little bit tough too. You're in the trees. But we could figure all that out. This is Diane Goldsmith with Keller Williams listing. 995,000. You know what that means? We're gonna hit a million here. Oh, I lied. We got one more at 995,000. Same price. Is it twice as nice? This is that was stupid. This is 23805 Mormon Drive. This is a lovely, and you're not gonna get any Mormons knocking on your door over here. A nice wraparound deck, detached garage, open house today. Excuse me, from 1 to 3. This is a 4 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 3,383 square footer. Nice kitchen. Windows look good. Updated. Live, laugh, love. Oh, flooring looks great. Freestanding. Nice updates on this. Cool. I like it. I dig it. Looks like you've was that the same primary suite or was that a different one? Uh Same one, right? No, no, no. The other one had a different tub. Yeah. It looks like you have two primaries at this house. Very cool. Dial it in. Looking great. Asking price by Kelly Merzinski of Madison Company Properties. I think that's the first time I've seen this gal on the channel. Welcome. Open house today, 1 to 3. Asking price 995. Now we're at that $1 million price point. Ooh, look at all those outbuildings. This is 357 County Road 64. A lovely 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,848 square feet, which means it's got to have some acreage. 2.15 acres and giant outbuilding. House looks good. Nice open floor plan there. Show me the garage. Oh, I like the landscaping too. I like that retaining. You know you're getting old. You know you're over 40 when you're like, nice retaining wall, bro. Nice. Looks like Indian Hills. Nope. 285. Oh, past Bailey. This is about as far as we go on this channel. It's like kind of luxury living for over in Bailey at this price point. A nice, really flat, usable acreage. Giant shop with the lift in there too. You get all the toys, boys or ladies. There you go. Giant bear. Cool. David Petersmith with Choice Property Brokers Ltd is listing this for 1 million. $1 million. All right, we got one of these. This is Dreamcatcher Lane. This is back behind the commercial section of Evergreen. Now, when you look at it, you're going to be like, that's really close to the highway. Am I going to hear the highway noise? No, this is all a big hill here. And so it's you don't hear the highway noise. And this is at the back of the community too. So that's the Home Depot right there. So you're really crazy easy access to I-70. You want to get back down the hill or shoot west to the world renowned slopes. But these are big too. This is 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 3,371 feet. Real big. They're actually putting in a gate to this community too. Not that anybody really goes back there, but adding a little bit more, just making it look like more like an inclusive community. Inclusive, exclusive, gated, luxury. I don't know. I got open house today, 1 to 3, 1:30 to 3:30, and they are asking 1,075,000. Who is asking? Alicia Sexton with Remax. That's who's asking. Who wants to know? All right, going over to Golden. This is the village at Genesee. So, even though you're in the mountains, you do feel a little bit more like a suburban neighborhood. You do have houses fairly close to you. When I say fairly close, I mean right next door. This one looks like it's jutted out a little bit, and the deck's out the back, so you get a little bit of privacy on your deck there. Gosh, Zillow is blown up today.
This is if you don't see the tour details on your screen, tap the PDF icon to proceed.
Cool. There's your deck with the trees giving you some privacy there. Cool. Looks good. Being brought to you by Beat Hibinet. I don't know how to say that name at all. Beatty Hibinetti of Engel and Vokers. Asking price is 1,075,000. Oh, it's a house at the top of the hill here. This is 32482 Lodgepole Drive. This is back kind of that Buffalo Park neighborhood. A nice house over here. 5 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 2,515 square feet. Look at that cute little house. You can sell that for 100,000. Oh, look at the great views too. Uh, so you don't have like a ton of usable acreage, but you got miles and miles of views. And you get the sunken hot tub already built into the deck. Real nice. That's gorgeous. Being brought to you by Denise Neatenhammer. Are the names getting harder? Neathammer of the Resource Group LLC. Open house today, 1 to 3. Asking price 1,175,000. Excuse me. 1539 Raven Ridge Road over in Idaho Springs, top of the mountain here. Acreage, 10 acres on this. Let's dive into this one here. 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3,700 square feet. Nice metal roof, nice big shop, amazing top of the mountain views. See at what elevation we are. Okay, so this is, yeah, this is back kind of the Echo Hills neighborhood. Not quite. Echo Hills here. So you're a little bit past that. So you're probably like 9,300 feet. I know I guess 9,300 feet a lot, but 10,400. So you're real high up there. A beautiful property. You get great acreage, amazing, incredible views. Wow, great continental divide views. What? You are above the clouds. Holy crap. Exterior looks like it could use a little love. And I love the twinkle of the city. You got deer and elk, same photo. Nailed it. Oh yeah, look at that bull. You ever heard of bull elk bugle? We're gonna be getting into the rut season here soon. They get the big horns, they get a little aggressive. But their bugles sound like freaking witches in the middle of the night. Hearing that for the first time as a pioneer would have scared the bejesus out of me. But beautiful views. You will get, if you're an SOB, you get shortness of breath. Gonna be a high altitude for you here. The views are just amazing. Cool. You got nice. I mean, a little bit dated, but it looks just a little like rustic, right? Mountain rustic with views out every window. Gosh, cool. A little water feature inside the house. Downstairs with its own kitchenette, wood burner. Looks good. 10 acres. Have some fun. There you go. Being brought to you by Carrie Lovinger of Coldwell Banker. They're asking 1.3 million. 367 County Road C over in Pine. This is a 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom, 6,453 square footer. It's a lot of square feet. Sitting on 5.29 acres. Nice mountain looking property there with the timbers. I dig it. I like it. Couple different sitting areas right there. It's a lot of space. Looks like that's your kitchen over in there. It's nice, great for entertaining. Rolls out to your deck. Yeah, real nice. Real nice. I like the wood. I like all the wood panels. It's like a really dialed in home. Cool. Your primary suite has its own deck as well. Freestanding tub. You walk around your house completely naked. No worries about the neighbors. Nice metal roof too. I dig it. Looking good. Wow. Tons of space. I mean, over 6,000 square feet. That's a lot. A lot of square footage there. A lot of deck. There you go. Being brought to you by Thaddeus Howells of Porchlight Real Estate Group. Asking price is 1.4 million. Next up is 1000 Range View Court over in Blackhawk. You are, look at this. Look at this privacy. Oh, look at these views. Holy crap. It looks like yeah, there's the Monarch. That's crazy. I haven't had a house up here yet. That's Monarch Casino. So you're right back behind Blackhawk here, end of the road, surrounded by some state park, but getting back out to 103. I mean, you could take Dory Hill. It's easier in the summer, but you could still do that in the winter, or you'll jump on 103 or I'm sorry, 119 and wrap around. But you just get a four-wheel drive truck. You probably need a four-wheel drive truck anyways for this property. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah, you need a truck with a plow. That's a long driveway to plow. But so quiet, so peaceful. We get all the stars, nice metal roof. Look at all that retaining wall. I mean, it's probably $100,000 retaining wall. That's crazy. Top of the hill. Ah, absolutely gorgeous. That's where you want to sit in the hot tub at. Decks on decks. I love it. It's good. It looks like you need some wires on that railing, though. The appraiser is definitely going to say something about that. You can't have kiddos falling. No garage, though, huh? It needs a garage. I can't believe this doesn't have a garage on it. Yeah, you get that multi-generational living. There you have it. Cool. Looking great. Plenty of room for the fam or just yourself. Just missing that garage, huh? 2,000, two bedroom, one bath, 1,084 square feet, sitting on 35.4 acres. That's where that price is coming from. Being brought to you by Laura House of Keller Williams, top of the Rockies. Asking price 1.53 million. Going over to Evergreen or Golden. It says Golden. It also says Evergreen. Okay, so getting off just past Genesee Park, the Chief Hosa exit right before you hit uh, Evergreen Parkway there. Uh, bust bust a west off of that, and there's just a few properties back in there. Nice tile roof. So like just great, awesome access to get back down the hill or head west towards the slopes. Cool. Everything looks good, looks clean. Just need some yoga. I mean, that's probably nice and good for your spine. Also, do some yoga, do some handstands. Cool. Being brought to you by Stephanie Jacob of Colorado Realty for Less LLC. Asking price 1,599,000. Getting to the top of the list here. What do we got? Five or six. Oh, we got probably eight more. We got some luxury listings here. Luxury in the mountains up here in Evergreen. It's kind of anything. The top 10% of the market is what we consider luxury. Says last I checked was right around this price, 1.6 and a half million. Might have gone up, might be 1.7 now, but this is 31366 Burn Lane, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 3,451 square feet, sitting on 0.39 acres. Not much acres there. Where are we? All right, so you're right off of Evergreen Parkway, just past Bergen Park area. So kind of the Highwan neighborhood, but not quite. So good location, easy to get in and out. All the elk and everybody coming through. Cool. Okay. Kitchen looks good. Meadowy view outside too. Shower just looks cold to me, right? Above the doors. Bay window to sit with your bay. Nice. Cool. Looks good. Being brought to you by Leanne Dalton of Remax. Asking price 1,650,000. 193 Mary Beth Road. This is over in Evergreen, the Upper Bear Creek neighborhood. Looks like it's tucked on the north side, north facing side of the hill, which will mean it's colder longer. Yeah, kind of. You might get some winter sun back in there. All right, taking this downstairs first. It looks like double oven. Nice, kind of dark and moody wood there. Zillow.
Request. If you don't see the tour details on the screen, tap the PDF icon.
Cool. Looks good. Looks kind of dark and moody. I like it. Rustic feeling. Well, some nice updates. Good mesh of updates and older vibes. Tons of space. Little kitchenette downstairs too. I dig it. Being brought to you by Tobias Trujillo of Ed Prather Real Estate. Asking price 1,700,000. 12318 South Foxton Road over in Conifer. This is the Pleasant Park corridor, and look at the views that you get. You get a pool. You get a pool in this one. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 1,599 square feet, sitting on 80 acres. 80 acres, and Pleasant Park corridor. Um, you're going to be taking Foxton to get back out. I mean, you could shoot over to Pleasant Park Road, but right by Aspen Park here. So for Conifer, easy access to get back to shopping, everything like that. Cool. Views, crazy. You don't see many hot tubs or many pools out in the mountains. There's big detached garage and the hot tub. That's a party house right there. It's where you have the family gathering. If you're looking for that second home to bring the fam out to enjoy Colorado, this is it. Sec theater room. Those heaters up top looks like a steam shower. I like it. All right, we're getting some dialed in houses up in here. the top of the list. I dig it. Can you dig it? I know you do. What up, Leonard? It is Murphy time. Murphy's Law is this half of the summer and into the fall is great deals for buyers. That is the law of the land. That's what's going to be happening this year. But what up, Leonard? Good to have you on. Leonard Holman, awesome dude, awesome photographer. Happy Saturday. You were coming in at the sexy properties, Leonard. And it looks like another steam shower. This house is set up 80 acres too. What are you going to do with 80 acres? Whatever the hell you want to do, that's what you're going to. You can hunt on this property, pulling that elk. Hell yeah. Being brought to you by Shane Bailey of EXP. That's the home team. 1,950,000 was they're asking. What do you got going on over here this weekend, Leonard? Anything exciting? 33077 Alta Vista Drive over Soda Creek neighborhood, a sought after neighborhood in Evergreen. You got really close, easy access back out to, you can go two ways. You can go, okay, yeah, it took me a second to figure out where. So you've easy access to Alta Vista that goes over to 65. You could hit the highway right here, or you can go east and go over to Evergreen proper. Soda Creek Road right here. Boom, boom, boom. And there's Bergen Park and everything right there for you. So cool location, sought after location. Typically got a little bit of acreage over here too. 11.42 acres, 4 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 4,715 square feet. I mean, that you get two houses there. Two houses. If you got that multi generational living, you give them a whole nother house. That's all garage with a ADU at the top. Sick, sick, love it. Happiness is not a destination; it's a way of life, according to them. Cool. Oh, look at that super rustic, moody primary. That is the largest fire mantle I've ever seen. Hands down, largest fireplace I've ever seen in a primary bedroom. Always keep your beautiful imagination and exquisite humor. I like to think I have exquisite humor. The darker the better, just like these walls. Tell me the thing that you shouldn't be saying in your joke. That's what I like to hear. The just most horrific thing that you could say, the best angle. That's what I like. Excuse me. Cool. I'm lost in the sauce now on this. There's so much to this house. Downstairs living area, tons of room. This is that giant garage, separate garage with like the shop or the play place up top. There you go. That's sweet. Love it. Awesome. Being brought to you by Rick Yale of New Era Group. This is asking price is 2.4 million. Open house today, 12 to 3. You go check this out after you finish up this video with me. Going over to Indian Hills, another property that's going to have some acreage here. 12.01 acres for 22196 Boarhead Road in Indian Hills. 6 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 4,783 square feet. 3-car garage, tennis courts. This one's been on here before too. Yeah, this has been on here multiple times because they have a little pool off the side there. There it is. So this one, you go look at it at my website. This one's been on the channel 3 times already. I don't know what they're doing. But being brought to you by Hillary Walsh this time with Remax. Asking price is $2.45 million. We got 2 to go. Next up, new construction over at 545 Strada Rosa Road. It's like Mount Vernon area. Yeah, kind of close to Mount Vernon area, right by Mother Cabrini's Shine. So you see this from the highway here. Some newer developments being built. This looks like, I think I've seen this one being built. Cool. It's new, no ghosts, anything like that. Lovely clear story windows, crazy easy access back. Holy crap, that's a giant open space. Just luring you out to that patio area with the either giant hot tub or small pool. I'm gonna go with giant hot tub. Yeah, nice meadowy feel over in here. Really, you can see all the houses in the distance. Really nice big houses. Looks super sturdy, super dialed in. Yeah, there's some big boys in this area as far as houses. Not much needs fixing. Maybe some paint on the walls if you want to add your own flair. This is cool. I love those skylights there. And the it looks like concrete. I don't know if that's concrete or just tile that looks like concrete. Looks great. There you have it. Being brought to you by Olivia Casa Monday of Live Sotheby's International Realty. Open house today, 10 to right now, 10 to 2, 12. You can go see this property. Asking price for this 4-bedroom, 6-bath, 5,107 square footer is $3.2 million. dollars. And I didn't show you the location, but oh, I did show you the location, but super easy access back out to I-70. You're already back down the hill within 10 minutes there. So that's kind of the price, why that price point is in there, even though it's got probably a small lot, 1.62 acres. Yep. And then lastly, but not leastly, because it's the most expensively, we're going to the top of the list here. More than double the last home price. This is amazing. It is 5 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, 15,715 square feet. Holy crap, we are sitting on 14.5 acres. I'm talking about 1275 Silvertip Lane, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive on in. Holy crap. You have a commune. And you're right off of Soda Creek. Oh, it's gorgeous location here. This is right up Meadow Mountain Road. Kick you right out to Bergen Park area. So you got location, you got acreage, you got square footage, you got a absolutely ridiculous house. Look at all the pavers. Look at that entryway. Oh yeah, just whiskey and cigars is the vibe. Oh my goodness. This looks like George Washington's house. He had the whole council, Congress sitting at the table. Oh yeah, this is such a vibe. That wood paneling. Oh yeah. Big pantry, tons of cabinet space. Who's got the 16 million? Or sorry, I take it back. $10 million less. Who's got the 6 million? Everything's so freaking nice. Giant primary with your little balcony with all the moss rock exterior. That's the room though. That's the hang. That's awesome. And an indoor pool, hot tub, killer. I'll never leave my house. You wouldn't have to. How many friends do you have? You better have lots of friends. You better be well connected because you need friends to fill this space. Awesome wine room, theater room, of course. Cool. Every room looks like it's got its own. I mean, 10 bathrooms, right? You get everybody and their mother up here. Of course, you're up in the gym just working on your fitness because your mind, your body, everything is right. Hopefully, family life is well put together so they can come up and visit you. Look at that exterior with the tile roof. Insurance company is going to love that. The whole forest can burn down and your house will still stand. Let's go outside, hang out outside, get a park. You got tennis courts. This is ridiculous. That is it. That is the top of the heap. This is Luke Corbett with Silfer Smith and Frampton Real Estate. Never heard of them, but apparently they do luxury. Asking price is 6,500,000. So that is the top of the heap. If you guys, before you head out, do me a favor, hit the like button. I appreciate you appreciating me. If you guys are looking to go see any of these homes IRL, you can reach out to me directly on my celly. That's the best way to hit me on the weekends. And we can go see any of these homes IRL. Other than that, leave a comment. If you guys are watching the replay, comment replay and then let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week, Saturday, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We do this every week. We go from the least expensive to the most expensive. Other than that, just remember, I love you. Goodbye.